looking at 2.2, part 2. That is going to be page 6 from the chapter 2 note packet. So let's take a look. Number 6 is recently the California governor proposed raising community college fees from $36 a unit to $46 a unit. Find the percent change, round to the nearest tenth of a percent. Okay, so to find the percent change, you do the difference over the original. And then you got to multiply by 100. And again, put the percent sign on it. So to find percent change, let's see, it's the difference. So in this case, it's going to be 36, 46 minus 36, and then divided by the original. So the original was 36. So this is a percent increase. So now when we do that, we get 10 over 36. That's not going to be a pretty number. Percent change. So we're looking at 0.277777 forever. Times 100. And so we times that by 100, we get 27.77777 forever. But they don't want it forever, and that's percent. They want us to round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So first you multiply the 100 and make it a percent, then you round, all right? So 27.8% increase. There was an increase. If the original, if this would have been a nicer problem, they would have said, oh, it went from 46 to 36 and they reduced it, then it would have still been a 27.8%, but then it would have been a decrease in price instead of an increase in price. So because the original was the low number, this was a 27.8% increase. Now, let me explain another thing, another mistake that happens with these problems are people focus on that tenth, the tenth, round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So you don't round until after you multiply the 100. I've had students round right here and say, okay, that's 0.3, and then multiply by 100, and then say 30%. That's not right. We want it to a tenth of a percent accuracy, and basically what you did then was you rounded it to the nearest whole percent. Okay, so don't do that. All right. Okay, number 7. Liam's Art Gallery bought a painting. Original cost was $750. Liam marked up the price 40%. Find the markup and find the list price. Okay, so here, this one isn't going to take up a lot because we want to find what is 40% of 750, right? So the markup would be 750 times 0.40, and so that is $300. Now, that doesn't mean we're selling the painting for $300. That's the markup. So markup is $300. To find the list price, we would take the 300 and add it on to the 750. So he's asking $1,050 for the painting. Okie dokie. That's called markup. All right. Excellent. Okay, 4 minutes in. C3PO is my TA. Got my fancy new little board that erases nice. Oh, I put up some decorations. That's boring. In the old basement studio. All right. So here we are, examples about interest, simple interest. So simple interest is just principal times rate times time. And interest is either the money that you pay to borrow money from the bank or somebody, or the interest is the money they pay you to keep your money in the bank. And either way, you calculate it the same way. It's just one, you're paying extra money back, or two, you're getting money for just keeping your money with them. So interest equals principal times rate times time. PRT. All right. Arielle invested a principal of $950 in her bank account that earned simple interest 3%. How much interest did she earn in 5 years? Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 variables, and they gave us 3 of the 4 variables. They gave us the principal is $950. They gave us the rate. Now remember, 3%, but if it's going to play with the real numbers, we've got to divide by 100, so 0.03. And then the time has to be in years. So that's 5 years. So if they would have said 5 years, 6 months, we would have said 5.5. It's always got to be in years when you put it into the formula. All right, so let's figure out her interest she earned. $950 at 3% for 5 years, and that's $142.50. So basically the bank gave her an additional $142.50 over 5 years' time for using her money, for having her money at their disposal. That's how interest works. All right. 2. Hang borrowed $7,500 from her parents to pay her tuition. In 5 years, she paid them $1,500 interest in addition to the $7,500 she borrowed. What was the rate of simple interest? So again, this doesn't make it all that much harder. I know it seems a lot harder, but this time they gave us the amount of interest she paid. It says she paid $1,500 extra back, and the principal was $7,500, and the time was 5 years again. Seem to really like that 5 years when we were making these up, huh? So 1,500 is equal to 7,500 times R, which we don't know. That's what we're gonna find. That's the variable, and then times 5. So remember, when you multiply things, order doesn't matter. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. So order doesn't matter. So I can switch these two around and take the 5 times the 7,500. So we got 1,500 equals 5 times 7,500 is 37,500. You're going to use your calculator for that. R. So this is my equation now. It's ready to be solved. So something times the variable equals some number. So that means I'm going to divide whatever's in front of the variable. Not always just the smallest number. Lots of students mess that up. They're like, oh, no, I'll take the bigger number divided by the smaller number. No. You decide what you divide by which number is in front of the variable, no matter what it is. If it's positive or negative, this is what you divide by. If it's bigger than that, this is still what you divide by. 37,500, 37,500. And now we found the interest rate, but it's in a decimal, 0.04. This one, thank God, I remembered to multiply by 100 and throw on a percent sign. So 4%. All right. And then 3. Sean's new car loan statement said he would pay $4,866.25 in interest from a simple interest rate of 8.5% over 5 years. How much did he borrow for his car? All right, well, let's set it up. Interest equals principal times rate times time. And now these numbers are a little uglier. $4,866.25 in interest. Principal, we don't know. Rate was given as 8.5%, so that's 0.085, right? 8.5% for the rate means divide by 100, so point, two places to the left, 0.085. And now we want to solve that equation, so you're just going to divide both sides by 0.085. And then we get 1p, that's what we want, that's the name of the game. So 1p, the principal, is, when you divide that out, you get $11,450. So we paid $11,450 for the car. And, he's paid back all that interest, an extra, over a 5-year loan, he paid back almost $5,000 more to use their money. So, all right. So, the next set of notes we will do will be 2.3.